Hi guys, Andy here. Let's have a look at the S&P 500 futures. For the record, today is Wednesday, December 20th. Time is around 4:30 p.m. GMT. So here we are looking at the weekly chart, and my take on the S&P 500 was that we finished a wave 1 in the higher degree right here. Then we made a wave 2 down. We fulfilled the minimum requirement. We touched the 0.5 FIB retracement, and then from here we started a new upward cycle. And so here for the S&P 500, I was in doubt, like between two scenarios. A scenario following the Dow Jones, and a scenario following the Nasdaq, where this here is our wave 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and now the fifth wave up. The other possibility is that we had a wave 2 down here, just like the Dow Jones, and the move that we are seeing upward here is now our third wave. And here in the weekly, the scenario in green still looks supported. Here in RSI, we have our 5 waves: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we are ending with divergence for the moment, but we are actually getting really close to take the divergence out in the weekly. So this means it is kind of significant, the move. And actually we also see this in the daily, like what we are seeing here, taking out our wave 3 RSI. This is not supposed to happen during our fifth wave. So therefore, I really start to doubt about the scenario that we are seeing here in green. The alternative would be that we had our wave 1 here, then wave 2 down right here. In the end, we actually came quite close to our wave 2 area, and that we are now working on the wave 3. So here on this wave 3 here in red, that would be one explanation for this strong RSI reading right here. This normally does not happen in a fifth wave. The fifth wave of an impulse is supposed to end with divergence. So therefore, the scenario in red looks now more reliable or more supported than the scenario in green. There's also an alternative, not yet on the chart. There might also be a possibility that we are doing a flat structure here or an expanded flat structure, depending if we take out the all-time high or not. This already happened in the Dow Jones and in the Nasdaq, but not yet in the S&P 500. But actually, this is not so crucial. If we stay below the all-time high, it is a regular flat. If we go beyond the all-time high, it can be an expanded flat. And then what would be the scenario? The scenario would be actually that this wave 2 here is not in yet. So it would mean that we have our wave 1 right here, and then now we are doing a corrective structure in 3, 1, 2, 3 as our wave A. Then this move would be corrective as a wave B, and then we can probably count it as A, B, C, and then from here, from this high, we can actually have an impulse down as a wave C in 5 waves, even taking out the low right here. So this would be my bearish scenario in the weekly time frame. I prefer for now to stick to bullish scenarios because we have a bullish sequence. We are making higher highs, higher lows. So the most obvious thing is that we go up. We respect the bullish sequence. However, we have to be prepared for everything, and so that could be a bearish scenario here in the weekly. And so there are some indications that this scenario can play out. Simply because I do not really like what I see here in the daily. The most obvious thing would be to have our 5 waves, and for a while it also looked like this, but now this very strong RSI reading right here, I don't like this to have this in the 5th wave, and so that means or we are very bullish, meaning that we are working on the wave 3, that the wave 3 still has to come, or that we are actually doing, or a 3rd wave, or that it is some kind of a trap, let's say. And then yeah, if this is a corrective structure, then we are allowed to end strong here, in RSI. This is what corrective structures do, because they have 3 waves and not 5 waves. So I will have a look. For now, I will just keep the scenarios as they are on my chart, but I already shared my concerns with you. And then this weekend, I will have an in-depth look across the markets to see how everything might fit, and I will try to come up with with some scenarios that I believe more in, like the scenario here indicated in green. I really start to doubt about this because I don't like what I'm seeing here. And then, yeah, the alternatives are, or we are very bullish, or we are very bearish, in the sense that we will take out the low right here. And of course, this is not very helpful in trading, or the one extreme or the other extreme. I'm aware that this is not really helpful. So therefore, this weekend, I will have an in-depth look. But now on the lower time frame, I would say here this is also problematic in my opinion. So I like to see, or we were having like 5 waves here, but the RSI reading right here took out all the previous RSI, and this is not supposed to happen in the 5th wave. So therefore, also here on the 4-hour, the scenario in green becomes less reliable, in my opinion. So it could be that we started a new cycle from here. I already shared this with you earlier. That would mean that we can have here the scenario in red, where this was a wave 1, wave 2 down, and that we are now working on a wave 3 up. So wave 3 up right here. That's a possibility. Then if we go to the 1-hour, let's have a look from here. So this last move from this low, this still looks ending. I would say we have our 5 waves, we have our divergence for now. So here indeed something can be finished here on the 1-hour time frame. But if we fit this into the 4-hour and the daily, it does not really look like a 5th wave that is ending. And so on the 15-minute, then here, yeah, the 15-minute looks like it is supporting the 1 hour, and that we are having an ending structure from here indeed. Okay, that's my analysis for today. So I think in conclusion, the scenario here in green becomes less reliable. I have to revise this, have an in-depth look across the markets, because if this scenario in green becomes invalid, then it means two things: or it is extremely bullish, or it can be a trap, and then we are supposed to have here in the, as we see in the daily, a flat structure, with this being, if we hold the all-time high, then it is a regular flat. If we overshoot the all-time high, then it can be an expanded flat. Okay, that's it for now. If you enjoyed this analysis, please like, subscribe, comment to support my work. And I see you one of the next days for another update on the S&P 500. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.